Oh, hey, hey, hey. Ah. I'm in a funny mood today. I'm in a funny mood. Anyway, welcome, guys. Hello. Hello. And welcome to Queensville. I don't know why I started that for some reason. Welcome to Queensville, guys. Welcome to another week of chat and talk and see what's happening in the world of music and stuff as well. I'm feeling good now. Feeling great. I've got a smile on my face today, which is really good. I've quickly just got to say that something good's happened today, and I'm very happy. And I'm just pretty happy to tell you what I would like to tell you, but I don't think it's the right time yet to tell you yet. Maybe later on as well. Yeah, seriously, guys, today has been brilliant today. Had a great day today. Had an amazing day. Finally sorted out stuff today, which is good. And I have come out of my... I've just been feeling better now, actually, since the last week. And I've just directioned myself now to move on with business and stuff and things going on, and it's just been really, really good. So I want to talk about a couple of things first. If you had recently watched last Saturday's Queensville thing, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciated the great chat on Sunday, just 2 days ago. I've had to make a few decisions now. What happens with this thing? It's still going ahead, which is great. I've had a good feedback from the posting I put on to one of the Facebook pages, and I've received 5 auditions, and that is really great. And I've found someone. I have finally found someone, and I've just today received the tracks back, and my God, I'm very impressed. And I'll be calling that person later tonight, and she's going to start tomorrow, hopefully. So see how it goes. But I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling good. I'm just feeling great at the minute. Everything couldn't be timed so right than trying to get things organised and sorted out and everything else. So I will probably let you guys know in the next couple of days what's going to happen with this thing that we talked about, obviously. A lot of decisions have had to be made, and basically I've had a lifeline pulled already, which has made me deciding. And if Michael's something nice, I hope Michael could do something for us, which involves Jade. But yeah, there's just this thing coming around apparently that is saving my job. Not my job, but I have. I'm actually still impressed with what I've just been received today, and I just have really good vibes about where we go now with this direction we're going in with this this thing. As you all know, I'm referring to a project that we started off with herself, and I've had a huge sort out today, and we've changed tracks, we've rewrote tracks. We are no longer calling it as it was. We have a new title now. And basically we are really, really happy to tell you guys that it's now changed and it's going to be called something else now. And I'm happy that we are going to call it something else. And I've received back 2 of the tracks that have been just outstanding me today. Absolutely brilliant. And I really am impressed with the way it's come out. And you'll get to hear the person soon, because a lot of decisions have been made today, and it's the right decision actually. So this thing had been obviously had been started in 8 months ago. Nothing happened, and we've now changed it to the Guiding Light. And it's a better idea really for it, it's a better idea to record that anyway. There's 2 ideas I was mumming around with, and I thought, nah, we'll call it the Guiding Light, which is better. That's cool. I'm actually back streaming it in 1080p now, which I'm supposed to be in 1080p. AdSense is still being renewed. Fair enough. If YouTube wants to block things, I don't care. But they always keep saying to me they want to kind of content that I'm using at the minute is not allowed to be used. Apparently they've got some copyright issues with some of my videos of Rock Show Live. I don't care. So what? It doesn't bother me. So they can do whatever they want with it. I'm not bothered with it. It's just a show that was just there anyway. It just doesn't matter anymore. It's not even anymore. It's extinct. As far as I'm concerned. So I don't care. But today I've had a very good day today. I've had a very good day. Just say my day's been brilliant today. Very happy indeed. So I have tried to improve the lighting situation, but I don't need to anymore. My camera is apparently being the light source for my brightness for my computer, and in fact it looks better than it used to be dark before, but now it's improved a bit, which is great stuff indeed. So yeah, just good things are happening. I will tell you more when the time comes. That's all I'm going to say. I'll just quickly say that I have been working my ass off today. A lot of decisions have been made, a lot of things have been gone down, and and we just think it's positive. So watch this space, guys. Watch this space. And yes, we are bringing My Best Days up because we had to rewrite that song again, and it is coming out. You wait till you hear the new version we have done. I also been going about that song actually, and it's going to be great. I can't wait to tell you guys that I have found somebody who is going to do the Guiding Light now. And it's looking positive. So do look out. You will get to know on Saturday probably what's going on. Anyway, enough of me chatting around. Scott's here and James is here. James, new subscriber who subscribed last week. I don't think I've received any messages this week from my viewers. I'm not sure. Sunday was good. Was good indeed. Just want to quickly say hello to Nicola Pierce, by the way. I haven't heard from you for a while. Hope you watch the stream back. Let me know how things are, because you don't know what's going on. Devon's downstairs. She's getting a bit agitated with some of the bangs and stuff outside, and it's going a bit crazy for her. So she's getting a little bit anxious with some of the bangs and stuff. Trying to calm her down is just kind of very hard indeed. It's just very difficult, but it's good. So stuff is gone. Today's just been brilliant. I'm really good. Tell you guys more about it on tomorrow or the weekend. But anyway, tonight we're going to talk about Queen stuff again. Did any of you guys go and see the movie? Hope you guys enjoyed it, because I really enjoyed it last week. It was good. I having a bit of back problems today because I've got my back's killing me again. I need to go for a bath, make one and relax in the bath. after making a phone call tonight, which is exciting news. And we're going to restructure our next blend of stuff as well, which is really good. So very impressed. Right, just a quick thing about SoundCloud now. Jade's album, Jade's, not all of her album, but some of the tracks from the selections from A Secret Voice are on SoundCloud. And it's actually on my SoundCloud, it's Tez Super on the SoundCloud page. We've uploaded 4 songs that were the ones that we were going to put out. We didn't upload the Red and Blue Rock version because Can didn't want to really spot it for you guys, but we did put the acoustic song version of it on, which we were very impressed to do that as well. So 4 tracks have been uploaded on SoundCloud. Her channel is doing really well. She's got another video coming out next week, this week, sorry. She's got a live coming out soon with a video for that. And then she's back here Thursday to record the rest of her Gothic album. And it is CD, yes, the CD of Gothic Songbook 1. Because we had a talk on Friday, and we decided that we would do a second part to that album. So that's actually part 1 of it, Gothic Songbook 1, and part 2 is going to be even very good for the next couple of minutes as well. It's cool. It's good. Gaming Head's here. Hello, Gaming Head. Why haven't changed the profile picture yet? I am having problems. I can't change it because the reason is my Google background is acting fucking stupid. Don't ask me why. And I've tried to also change this thing in the corner as well, the screen, and I have. But I'm going to be changing that in the next day or so. So look out for that. Yeah. The branding's kind of going to be changed a bit as well. I do love the new logo, by the way, that I'm really liking a lot. But I am changing this one soon from it anyway. So, yes, that's getting sorted out. Why is my chair so low? It's like my chair has been acting so funny all day. I feel like I'm going to slide off it or something. I feel like my chair's just really kind of broke. It just kind of wants to go, like sort of like slide down and fall off it. It's because I'm sitting on a cushion and another cushion as well, which is kind of making it like slope down in a way. It's kind of getting a bit weird in a way, bizarre. I'll make you a watermark as I promised. Yes, I will. Gaming Head, by the way, I'll quickly just mention next Friday. Okay? Okay, next Friday. And if I send that on Friday, can you send me the poster as well for Queen Rhapsody? Possible. I will send that on Friday, mate. Promise. Next Friday. Because you know what I'm talking about. I've also got to send some DVDs to Chris as well on tomorrow. Because I'm going to be going out in the morning to see my dad. I'm going to tell him the good news. Because I've been receiving some great news since yesterday and today. Very happy. Very happy. I didn't get the CD with the poster yet, though I pre-ordered it. Oh. Well, that's Amazon's problem. Amazon is, isn't it? Time Mixer's here. Hello, man. Oh, you look cool in high depth, Tez. Feels like a movie. High def. Oh, high definition. HD. Well, yeah, I've got my AdSense back on now, so my AdSense is sorted out, and plus I'm now allowed to stream in 1080p now, which is 720p. I'm allowed broadcasting there. Feeling great, mate. Feeling really good. Feeling great. All the problems have stopped now. He says, ordered it on Queen Online. Oh, did you? Well, you'll have to email Queen Online about that and find out why your thing was not sent. And I would suggest to email Jackie about it, because Jackie's still, I don't know if Jackie's still working for it, but I would email back Jackie about it on Queen Online through their personal email address. Don't send an email through the website, send it through thingies, or go onto Brian May's website and you'll find the contact information for the management there. and they'll be able to sort it out for you. So do explain Wellworth that you didn't receive the poster free with the CD. I should have. I put an order in for it, but I didn't receive it. So could you please send it to me? Thank you. That's what you should really do. So, but I got a dispatch confirmation. Strange. Did you? I'll tell you what was funny the other day. Here's something funny. Post office, right? Post office. This is weird. Post office, right? Up the road. Complete utter joke. Absolute joke. Apparently, post office can be a pain in the ass. According to price changes and stuff, they said the parcel that you're sending is £1.19, and I went, oh, great. 2 minutes later, they come back and they say you've got to pay £3.75. Go figure. But here's something, right? This is to be sent to Mexico, and I haven't received the email back from the guy who was supposed to pay me today. I was waiting all day for the money to come through. I told him obviously I'll pay the record, and that'll be it, you know, sort of thing. The address is on the other side of this thing, so that's why I've got to have my address on here. But that's supposed to be sent to Mexico next week. It's not a Queen item, by the way. It's actually just a trodden single. I kind of not bothered about really for it. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the questions we have in this afternoon. What are your thoughts on the Pepsi ad with Pink, Beyonce and Britney Spears singing We Will Rock You? I thought it was atrocious. It is atrocious. Here's one thing. Here's one thing about artists, right? Nothing against this anything. Patricia, right? That's a real name. Patricia for Pink, obviously. Patricia, right? Patricia. She is a rock singer. Technically, she isn't. Where's she getting that idea from? I think her singing's brilliant, but her songs are crap. Her music's rubbish. She's trying to be the new punk artist to sing and shout and stuff. I mean, fair enough. She got signed to Arista Records, then she got signed to what was it, La Face Records, Babyface Cup Records thing. She should have really been a metal singer than being a rock singer. I don't like her songs, but I like her voice, but I don't like the songs because it don't suit her. But the advert was a bit of a naff thing, really. Come on, it was naff. It was naff. I'll tell you what else was actually interesting. I'll tell you what was actually interesting. Did anybody see A Knight's Tale, the film A Knight's Tale? Right, where they're using Queen music in it. I thought that was really, really weird. It's a weird film, that. We're using We Will Rock You in the movie, obviously, when obviously they recorded it with Weird Champions with Robbie Williams, you know. And everybody goes back to that one. And they say, Robbie Williams is not a Queen singer. Before the soundtrack, I suppose it was a one-off thing, but Brian and Roger were not impressed. Because I think it wasn't their sort of forte for him to come and do it. And he's trying to convince he's a Queen fan. He's not. He lies, apparently. Even with... There was some dispute apparently with this thing, right, that Chris apparently was talking about. And he said apparently that that Let Me Entertain You, the song that Mr. Hulsman is live. Mr. Hulsman. Okay, Hulsman's live. Apparently that if you watched the don't know what I was on about now. The Knight's Tale thing, it's no, Robert Williams, when he did Real Rock You Live in his Nebworth concert. You know, he's not the greatest singer in the world. He's really naff. He is naff. He's a better actor than a singer because he's really good. But his videos are crap. But his singing's rubbish. His songs are terrible. Fair enough. He's writing with Mr. Guy Chambers, and he got more money from him, and it's just like, oh come on. It's just depressing songs of life and shouting and screaming of like long notes you can just give out. It's just like, sorry, mate. He's not good. He's not good. I ordered something from Asia, and it came earlier than the CD from the UK. Disappointing, did it? Ah. Maybe something to do with Discogs. Discogs can be a pain. It can. In some cases, there's a lot of things that you order from Discogs, and they promise it will be shipped in the day it's done. I've had a nightmare with Discogs today. Total nightmare with them. So obviously we had to delete the release of that thing, and which is behind me, and that had to be erased. Then they were given 4 votes, and I said just get rid of it. That was fine. I didn't mind. And then I got all this spiel going on, apparently backlash and saying you should use the community guidelines, you should do that thing and stuff. What do you think I'm trying to do? Give you actual positive feedback. Give me the exact date of when that was actually released. Give me the exact date when it was actually out. Give me the exact date when it was actually produced. And they're right idiots on there. They're right morons on that bloody website. And it's just like, listen, I'm giving you the right information here on Discogs, and it's right. As oh no. 3 of us have to say yes. In what way? It's bizarre. Clocks went back on Sunday. I know they did. I know they went back on Sunday. I know they did, and I've lost an hour's worth of sleep because of the dog. But we're getting back to our 7 a.m. mornings now, and she's fine in there. She's in La La Land now. She's in bed. She just hates it at this time of the night when all the bangs go off and all the fireworks are starting up. When Bonfire Night comes up next week, Halloween starts tomorrow. Well, that's going to be an exciting day for me, isn't it? Well, there you go. But, yeah. I'll be back later. Need some food. Oh, well. Fair enough then. As it is. If you guys want to keep updated on stuff going on with ST Entertainment Facebook page, ST Entertainment Limited. I have a lot of things planned this week. I've got a lot of things planned this week. Now that we're changing things around, it's going to be much better. So we really are looking forward to being a great next few days. I'll just quickly say that today made me happy. Today's made my decision, and today we're going to go forward with that thing anyway, but not that. But we'll do it. It's coming, guys. It's coming. I promise it's coming. I did a thumbnail for you some weeks ago, but I forgot to show you the result anyway. I sent you a picture on Facebook. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Appreciate it. There was something, yeah, I know I was going to talk about. This is something I was going to speak about. I was going to talk about something about the bands. What was a band? What was something about? I was talking about the other way. I was watching Champions of the World again, which I love. Oh, I like that one. Thank you. That image is pretty good. I like it. Like it. Anyway, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, as you know, I'm a writer and a producer and arranger, right? And I was working on this song the other day for one of our friends, and we started working together last week on a song that we were just basically messing around with it. And one of my friends was sitting here, and obviously worked out really well that we were working on a track and stuff as well. And this is what got me the other day was somebody was asking me many months ago, where do you get inspiration to write all these tracks, and where does the sounds come from, and where do you get all these ideas from and stuff? This is a question I've been asked many times. Well, it starts off with a basic idea, a rhythm track, which starts with the drums. I mean, at the moment we're writing the one for Jade, for Jade's next one, which is going to be the heavy album. She isn't going to call it though that. She wants to call it something really bizarre. It's a kind of like a hailstorm sound we're going for. Because I've been listening to the Hailstorm stuff and everything, and she's been listening to Hailstorm as well. She's getting all these ideas for writing melodies and tracks and stuff. She's getting some great things she's doing for it. Anyway, so she's coming out with some brilliant things. And we've got a song called Swallow You Down, which you're going to love so much. And we've got that coming out next year. But we're actually going to try and release something between now and December. But Christmas time anyway, for that. And actually, we've got a promotion special offer coming up as well on the website. Look out for that. Which reminds me, the website's got to be sorted out again. Right. It says, do you want the DS10 logo there too? No, not at the minute. I've got to send you the new one. I'll have to send you the new logo. Because that old logo has to go. Don't put it on. Just leave it as it is. Until I sort out the logo part of it anyway, which is alright. So this is what got me thinking the other day. Bands, and where do they get inspiration from music and stuff as well. And this really got to me the other day. And I was going through that time. And there was something about who the hell was it? And I heard last couple of days. And where do they get all the beats from? Like all the UK artists who now suck arse and rubbish anyway. And you know, there's no rock ones out there. And I noticed that every person who brings something out is the same exact sound. It's exactly the same. And where did they get it all from? America. It's black R&B American music. It's nothing to do with rhythm and blues. There's no rhythm and blues anyway. It's just sort of like a 3-beat thing where it's just the same songs all the time. Well, it's like, well, why do they want to release something like that for it? You know, I mean, so far we've released Jade's tracks on here. You know, we've done some really bizarre ones and some really unusual ones that have never been heard. I mean, we've done Deliverance, Break Me, and we did which Break Me is not actually uploaded onto YouTube yet. There's a reason why, actually. Waiting to do the video for that, actually, which is going to be next year. We're filming that next year. And and then we released Burn, which that inspiration came from Work of Art, and Wet, we just got Solo, and then we were going to release the Red and Blue, but we just didn't want to bring it out because I was going for a Journey sort of sound for it and stuff, and it was like, well, yeah, that works great for it, and that's where when I started writing the Red and Blue track, Journey was straight in my mind. I went Revolution Saints, because Dean Castronovo's voice is just that way, just big, brilliant, amazing voice. It's got a great voice, actually, and that's why I like listening to all the AOR music, album orientated rock, and it's just brilliant. It's really, really good. Even I was speaking to Andy the other day, and I said, "Have you heard of Jorn's new version of Hotel California?" He said, "Yeah, I have." I said, "It's brilliant, isn't it?" Oh, it's really good. So you can't go wrong with a great guy like that. Fucking wow. Especially like his covers album. His covers album's brilliant. I like the Dio album though. Everybody loves the Dio album. The bitter. The Dio album is the most incredible album ever made. Dedicated to Ronnie James Dio at the time. It's a song for Ronnie James. Just love that rock guy, you know. He's really good at it. So I got me thinking the other day, like, why would they keep using the same beats and stuff for what they use? It's kind of not. This is no longer the charts that I know of anyway. I don't know why they've got to have. Why is it they've got to have everybody all the way from Zimbabwe, somebody from Africa, to actually get signed up to a label in their country when they're importing the music from their country to this one? It doesn't work. It's kind of writing stupid songs of I love her, she loves me, you know, that crap. And some of the stuff that I really don't like to write is about mostly it's about most of the stuff I write is kind of about very well, actually, for Existence of Garden Light, which was not planned for that album anyway. Well, no, we're doing it now. But the way that was written, it was just written about the space orbiting the Earth and what would happen. What would happen if an explosion went off? You know, would you run for cover, or would you be terrified to, when you hear a noise? You know, there's like a lyric in there that says, "A bang of noise erupted my head. I wish to God I'd stayed in bed. The sound that came from miles around. My feet should have been on the ground." Oh, that solar eclipse and all that stuff, you know all about it. If a comet had come through the sky and had exploded in the Earth, and if a meteorite had shut down the Earth and had been a big explosion, that would have been an atomic bomb. And that was all about really about like if there's somewhere you wanted to go that was more safe. The stars are safe. The Earth, Moon is safe. You know, up there. I mean, if you ever see those videos where they zoom in from the Earth, Google Earth goes backwards. I've actually, this is interesting. I was on Google Maps the other day, and I was on the mouse, and I was putting control in the mouse wheel down, and it was just really bizarre. And it was right out, and it was like, Jesus, there's the moon, there's the planets and stuff. It was weird. When you go to Saturn, though, right? When you go to Saturn, a planet, it's really tiny. But the only thing is, I've never seen the moon ever. Where do you get a moon from? Google Earth? No, you got to get it from. You got to get it from somewhere else. Because that was kind of very bizarre as well. When I thought, oh, there's something there that could be challenging. And yeah. So that's where it basically came from, that idea to do that song anyway, which is good. Anyway, it's 6:30. It's Queensville Live here on YouTube tonight. Hope you guys are having a good day. My day's been really good today. I just have to say that my day has been brilliant. One of the best days I've ever had in my life. Yeah, Dan, I've already got your message, mate. Yes. Here's the final version of the screenshot of it as well. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That is good to me. That is good to me. It yep. That's good. That's good. I do have I have some more ideas for some songs that I'm going to work on with our new artist. Because guys, we've got a new artist coming in. Basically, that's the reason you news I want to tell you. We've got somebody coming in to do the Garden Light album now, and it's gonna be great. Yeah. No, I've got a funny feeling I'm sinking on this chair, you know. Oh, that's what there is. It's a sock in there. Is that what I've been sitting on all the time? A sock. I couldn't get comfortable with this chair. That's better. Now I look brighter now. I'll bear with it on. But yeah, but that's basically the news, guys. We've got a new artist coming in to start with us. And I'm looking forward to it as well. It's going to be good. I don't know if Mr. Metal will be on tonight. I'm not sure if he's here or not, so we'll see how it happens. Let's go to the comments page and see what comments we've received. Why not? I know Kerry Husband's live, but I'm live now. So let's go to the comments page and see what comments we received. I hope Nicola Pierce has been in touch, because I haven't heard from Nicola Pierce for a while. Oh, I haven't had any comments this time. No, that's fine with it. So that's me to say link a Patreon account as well. Patreon is alright. Patreon would be fine to start getting a bit of profit, but that's no point really. I mean, obviously I was thinking about doing a Queensville Patreon one, but it's just the fact is, what would I do with it though? What would I do with Patreon? Would I just do like special videos? That would be a one-off thing. Would I do a live stream of Queen for 12 hours like I used to do? I mean, that was a great thing. That was. I remember I did a live stream on Ustream before Ustream was bought by IBM, and now it's a business enterprise. And I remember when I was doing a 12-hour live stream of Queen, and half of that's actually still on YouTube anyway, with Jim Jenkins. We did an interview with Jim Jenkins, and I had a ball. I had a brilliant time doing that. It was really long. We finished. The last thing we showed was Live at Wembley, '86, all the way through the Friday night concert, not the Saturday concert. And we showed that. I showed that all the way through. Made a Queen quiz as well. They would play Queen songs for the afternoon. Felt like a radio show, really, what it was doing. Then 2 o'clock, we had the first showing of the American print of We'll Rock You. And it was really good. We didn't have many supporters at the time, but I'd like to do that. Unfortunately, it will not happen. Facebook will be the only way I could do it, because YouTube and their silly policies would tell me to edit out the content, obviously, and do that, and that would take a monumental process. So that's one idea that's coming up. Well, I'd like to do it, but as I said, it's just a little bit too. Long to process it and stuff. You got to plan it. You got to make sure you get your timings right. You got to get all the videos right. You've got to get everything sorted out. You've got to, and you have to sort of make decisions where do you show this? Do you not show this? And then you think half of the time it's yes and half the time it's no. So yeah. But I did actually edit all of the. What I actually did was, at the time, you could only do it this way, was download all the Queen videos, main videos of it. Not the interviews, but kind of all the music videos, and I edited out the Queen beginnings because I didn't want the Queen beginnings on. And then I did like on XSplit was, well, at the time XSplit was good. Now it's crap, absolutely dreadful. And XSplit was a way you could play the videos automatically. You could have your own playlist in there and let it play all the way through. You wouldn't even have to worry about leaving your seat. You wouldn't have to worry about coming back and just say play it and all that sort of stuff. But that was done in 2012. And then, because I couldn't actually put one on live on YouTube because, there's copyright issues with Queen Productions, and you can't really show things on here live stream, because you say, no, you can't do that. Fair enough. Because YouTube's trying to be very, very, very clinical of stuff at the minute. It's obviously saying, that it's just the fact that they have there's rules that you have to abide by, and you say you can't upload this stuff, and everything's just thinking in there. It's just like, well, if I got content to bring out, then the content comes out, but after that, the content doesn't get produced, and it stays in there for quite a while longer. And they'll be thinking, oh yeah, but that's just YouTube talk, so as it is anyway. So my favourite things on the channel that I love doing is probably the collections. Queen collections were the best ones we ever filmed, even with Mark and the people who departed, obviously from Leander and what's his name, David. Them two guys, they were great collections. So then we lost contact because it was just a lot of issues they had with me, and you know, it was good. It's good. They were, don't get me wrong. David's got an amazing collection of music. He's got a big collection of Queen stuff. 7 singles, CDs, 12 singles, LPs, vinyls, rare prints, box set. He's actually still got that chest, the big collections chest in it, the gold disc issues, which actually you can actually still buy that. Actually, it's about, the last time I checked was 600 quid to buy it. That's the glass case one, by the way. John would buy it. Gaming Head would buy it. I know he will. So those things kind of do think Queen is good and big and wonderful, and it is. Queen is just really good indeed. Best band ever in the planet. Let's see. By the way, I'll get the whole studio collection on CD to Christmas. Nice. Is that the 2011 versions of the Queen CDs, the double editions? Is it the European or the USA release? Because if you get the USA release of it by Hollywood Records, you get a poster. European one, you don't. US one's better. You might actually, on the US version is cheaper to buy actually than that. Here's 2011 versions. Nice. Are you getting the American one, or are you getting the actual European release of it? That'll be hit. That'll be nice to hear about it as well. By the way, if you live stream about Twitch, you might not have these issues. I have a Twitch account. I don't know if they're allowed to show stuff on there though. Ustream's the only place that can do it on though, because you don't get they're not bothered. It's kind of like a business really for them. I mean there's one guy on there, Twit, is it WTWIT? That channel's been going for many years now. He does all the recorded live streams of PC parts and computer stuff and everything else. He's alright, but a bit boring at times. Might be the one with the poster. That might be the USA one. You get them. Get the USA version of it. Seriously, do that. USA version is cheaper to buy, and it's all in proper jewel cases, not like the European jewel cases that we've got. They're bloody awful. Universal needs to sort their goddamn things out, because many live streamers on Twitch use common music. Oh, probably right. Well, as I say, I mean, I like to do that. Live stream of Queen songs all day. Jade would love it. Which would be really cool to do. But hardly everybody's doing that now these days. They're all like doing marathons. They're all thinking, can you go for 12 hours on a live stream and do that? Well, I can. But the thing is, though, I would have to try and make it like a TV, like a proper TV stream, with all videos and things in it. Expert was the best one to go for, because I had background music on as well, with Queen background music, and then just basically have talk with you guys and do that. What was it like with the first live stream of Queensville? Bloody nervous. The first ever Queensville I went live, well, apart from the times that I didn't do this one, when we had the music on, we had a microphone on there, that was the very first one that I just wanted to do something different. It just felt weird. You know, see how I complained about the music. Turn the music off, it's complaining a lot. It's like, shut up. So, the first time I ever went live, was nervous. It was nerves. I was supposed to, like, because I had like a list of what I was going to say and everything else. But then I abandoned that idea and came here and I decided to do it, like, you know, film it. But now I'm getting used to this live stream business. It's pretty good. Especially live streams on Facebook's crazy. Especially when you're doing ST entertainment, it's kind of a bit like challenging. But again, if you run a little business where you try to do music and things and playing it, it works well, I think. Yeah. I'm not the calendar this year. I haven't seen it yet. I'm actually going to go and see it tomorrow because the calendar I have seen, new calendar, the new Queen calendar. I do think I might have that. Planet says, I don't think I've heard the Immortals duet with John Deacon. Is it good? No Turning Back. It's available on YouTube actually. Type in the Immortals. No Turning Back. No, there's nothing special about it. It's just that Robert Awai's singing on it, but John's just playing bass on it. And technically, he isn't playing bass on the video. He's playing bass on the actual track. But I wouldn't don't get your hopes up too high. It's just a bit alright. No time to run, no time to fly. Not a bad song, but it's kind of a bit, you know. Best version to go for is the instrumental version of it. That's good. I don't think I was eating away on a Parmo burger. You get some weird things over there in the old northeast. It's like Parmo burgers, Jesus, Parma hamburger, or as Ramsey would say, Parma ham. You know, just nutsy thing. I watched that. I was watching this guy on YouTube. I've never heard of him, by the way. Called James Corden. English comedian, but went to America to live there. Interesting person, him. He got the job to replace. Was it the Late Show with David Letterman before he retired? I think he took over something anyway. Apparently, he's a very interesting chap. Him. Very interesting chap. He's from Wales, originally from Wales, and his show is really. I wouldn't say he's a great presenter. I'd say that he's good friends with Ramsey. Oh, all right, ABC gave him a show and say that do a show here in America. You're living in America now. Why don't you do a show for us? You know that as well. I tell you what video I do like watching is. Stop the hammering! Stop the hammering! Who's got a hammer? Has anybody seen that guy who's going insane and just saying stop the hammering? It reminds me actually of Conan O'Brien. What's his name? Conan. By Bill O'Reilly. It's like fucking stop. Oh, yeah. Those things in life. They all say, oh yes, it's good and everything else. I just noticed ordering the Queen CDs on the US Amazon is extremely cheap. I told you it was. What did I say to you? You should buy it on them. Get it on America. It's cheaper. Buy it on Discogs. Discogs is cheaper actually. Get a signed copy of it. Oh, now here's something that I do want to tell you guys. I have found on Discogs. I'm actually going to have to do a screenshot of it actually because I need to show you guys on screen. So here's something I found Discogs the other day. I'm going to show you now actually. Let me go to Discogs. Right, now you guys were wondering Bohemian Rhapsody. I haven't spoke about this actually for a while. Let's just get the name right for it first. That's it. I found something on Discogs that will shock the pants out of you guys that I've never ever seen again. And I'm going to have to show you what it is. And please bear with me because as far as I understand, I think this is now becoming collectible to have. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is something that you guys do not know about. Okay, let me get something tool up first, and let me talk about what I'm going to say. Now, for many years, everybody was trying to get a hold of something that they were always wanting to have, and you will never believe what I found. Yeah, I found something really interesting. Now, and this is legit. This is legit, right? And I'll just copy it here. And I'm going to paste it into this. Can I paste it? No, I can't paste it. I have to save it. I'll save it first as a JPEG image, and I'll do that anyway. It's just Queen. Okay, and I'm going to show that in a minute with something I really found interesting as well. So let me just grab this now. So if you guys were wondering what's the most expensive thing a Queen have ever released, it's probably this thing here that I'm going to show you. In my point of view, I think this is very expensive. It's not letting me show it in there. Ah, man. I have to. Hold on, I'll just get my let me just get my image sorted out here in the browser a minute. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys what it is anyway. What it is obviously Queen's rare copy of Bohemian Rhapsody. This is the blue edition, right? This is the blue edition. Now, if you think about it, right? Think about it. This thing is not cheap to buy. Somebody in Japan, I think, has this in their collection, and it is one of the rarest releases I've ever seen. Right now, you may think, "Oh, is this the one with the goblets and stuff?" It is. But look how much. Let's get it off in a minute. Look how much it's selling it for. Nearly over, yeah, £14,000. Yeah, £14,000. Somebody's got this in their collection and are wanting to sell it for a bit of profit for themselves. Now it says here, a special gift with single Bohemian Rhapsody was just pressed over 200 copies. It is a typical corporate souvenir. EMI Records have received a prestigious Queen Award for this and export musicians for the business. How the hell would you want to pay that much for the goblets and stuff? Is a completely, absolutely mad. So if you want to go on Discogs, go and look in Discogs of Bohemian Rhapsody Blue, but look at the description when you go to the marketplace, when it says buy 2 for sale. Have a look at the description, because it is actually the goblet one, and it is the rarest one in the lot. And I don't know what number it is. I don't even know what number it is anyway, but it is that one. It is the official one for an expensive price. So if you want to buy something that's pretty expensive, well, if you've got the money, save up as much as you can. Go and get the guy from Japan and say that. I mean, the one was on. Somebody said that £25 was the lowest price to pay for it. I was like, what? No. So £14,000 is a joke. £14,000 for that. Completely madness. Madness. What's the most expensive item in your collection? Expensive item? Probably the box set. Probably the Freddie Mercury box set. Because that was pretty expensive. That's the most expensive thing, though, right now, that could be sold for over 200 quid if a mint condition one was sold. I've seen them on Discogs for £200, and that's not a bad price. Who else would sell that one? I'd sell it for about nearly 180 at least for it. What do you think of the watermark I sent you? It's good. What are your thoughts on cheap supermarket shops like Aldi? I remember being 12 and an old school friend said Aldi and Heron were the poor and Tesco's and Asda were the richer. Well, I agree on that actually. Aldi is actually not bad for stuff you want to buy. It's cheap. It's very cheap indeed. I bought stuff from Aldi many months ago and I saved money a lot. For Lidl's a bit more pricey. For Tesco's, it's not too bad, but Asda is a joke. Asda is expensive, very expensive. Isn't that Freddie Mercury 18-inch figure worth £230? The blue one. I think it is. I think it is. Think about it, it's actually expensive. John Daly's here. Hello, my man. How are you? Questions, please. James says, one day I went to Lidl. I went to shoplifting Lidl and I got caught in Lidl. Now I don't want to go back to Lidl. It's actually Lidl. It's Lidl. It's Scandinavian for value. Lidl is actually a Scandinavian shop. Aldi's Germany. Aldi's brilliant. You go to Aldi shops, they are full of stuff in there. It's really cheap. All it is just carbon copies of what we normally get in like Pringles. They call them snack things. Lurpak is Lupak, and and the other one, what was it? Dove. It's Duve. It's just ridiculous. It's mad. Aldi's brilliant. Cheapest shop ever to buy stuff, but it's actually not bad. Yeah. Stackers, that's the ones. Pringles or Stackers. Yeah. John says, I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? I'm doing good, man. Much better. What did you think of the movie? I'm lost for words. I've seen it. I went to see it twice. Amazing. Good stuff, man. If you did go see the movie, I have to say it was well worth seeing it. That's all I'm going to say. It was brilliant. Loads of people have got reviews of their own sort of side of it, but my point of view is positive. I really enjoyed it, actually. You pronounced Aldi wrong, by the way. That's how you do it? A-L-D-I? Adel, Adeli, or something. I don't know what it's called. But best things in Aldi to get are Stackers crisps. The cheese. Their imported cheese is beautiful. Emporium cheese is nice. Their desserts are nice. I like their let me see. The crisps range is pretty good. And I do have to say that I really like the other stuff they brought out as well. Very impressed. The movie has made 12 million in 2000 here in England. I thought it would be a box office even for it. That's not bad. That's on ticket sales. That's on promotion. That's cross promotion with all the stuff that brought out. Even my cup I've got up there, which you guys did see on Sunday. It is there. My cup is there, shining away in the light there, and it's good. I don't have a soundtrack yet, though. I don't have a soundtrack yet. And I'll tell you why I haven't got it. Because I'm gonna wait until there is a good rip of it available on torrents, because there's a lot of them I've heard and they're absolutely dreadful. So I need to start planning out that as well. Let me just get my camera sorted out here. My camera is still going funny for some reason. I don't know why it always keeps doing autofocus. My autofocus doesn't work properly on here for some reason. Oh god, it's blurry now. Hello. Goodbye. That's it. Alright, say that. That's cool. Have you been listening to Queen recently, aside from seeing the movie? Yes, I have. I have been listening to Kind of Magic. I've been listening to Let Me In Your Heart Again. I listened to Love Kills. Olga Battle. Actually, I listened to Olga Battle last night on Queen 2. I got really that song last night. High notes and everything else. I didn't know, actually, Olga Battle, when it starts at the very beginning of it, which is the reverse part, I didn't know that that Mercury's voice is lower, and like because he goes ha 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 ha, keeps the same exact path of it, and then obviously Roger goes high on that part. It's wow, it's good, isn't it? And did you all know that on the beginning of the song? Do you know it's obviously been reversed on the very beginning of it? But did you know that they used what they used for the beginning effect on it was apart from like the special effects on these. But do you know that it was actually done with a microphone next to the AC30s of one of Brian May's amps. You can hear it on the beginning of it because I looped it last night and I went, that's clever. So they had two mics working on the front of the speakers, and then Roy put this effect on it, which is on it. But when you don't hear it without the effect on it, it's really good how they did it, and it's clever. That's what you call in them days. That was way before digital came out with it, but that was done live with the mics on it. So listen to that carefully. It's good. Let's have a look. I watched the final Bohemian Rhapsody trailer. Just in your words, was the part where the band are on the road? Is it good? I don't really want to. I'll just say, from my point of view, just actually go and see it and judge it for yourself. Because I had lots of people who said it was tremendous. It's had some great reactions to it. The USA, they're going to slate it, and the USA is going to hate it so much. You know what's going to happen? Everybody in the States who's going to see it in the USA, they're going to just take the piss out of it so much. That's why I hate the USA for it. They just take the piss out so much of it. Maybe USA Today had their own say and everything else, but the Americans are weird. Now Brian and Roger's got to go to America now and promote the movie over there. You know, but did anybody notice the credit? Did anybody notice the credit sequence? By the way, did anybody notice the little mistake that they made in the actual credit sequence? I bet you all realised what it was anyway, wasn't it? Aye. Is there a Queen song you don't like? Yeah, there's one song that I really detest and never play, is Jesus. Jesus is not one of the best songs ever written. They should have replaced that song with Mad the Swine. That's the only one I don't like. And probably because Jesus is so bizarre. Jesus don't like. Other Queen songs, pretty much actually the rest of the Queen songs are great, just that song. Many people obviously don't like the jazz album because it's all like, it's Roger's own fantasy world, that is. And you can't go wrong with the jazz album. Jazz album's great, it's got some good songs in it. Probably Fun It's a bit not my sort of forte, but Fun It's another one I don't like either. It's just not, it should be on a solo Taylor album, but no, not sort of really made for a May. Queen album anyway for me. I don't like it, to be honest. It's not good. Any more unknown or lost footage, or is there nothing you can see that isn't shown? What? Oh, the Tea Party thing, you sent me that. I haven't had a chance to download that yet. At least it's nice to have as well from it. I think I've any more unknown or lost footage. Is there nothing you can see that isn't shown? What's that? What do you mean? Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of thinking that. Only lost footage to have. Existing footage is obviously from Nebworth, which is on YouTube. The full concert's on YouTube. Sound quality is terrible. Let me think. Probably Hyde Park, which is kind of a bit of a thing. Earl's Court was good. Hyde Park is just a kind of a, you know, it's hard to find it and stuff. I don't like it. Yeah, it takes 4 seconds off my 27-year-old life away. That's what I mean. Jesus is not the sort of song I really like from it and stuff. Push up Mind the Swine on there. Put Mind the Swine on. Or make your own Queen album. Take off. What was it? What's the song? After Son and Daughter. Take off Jesus. Put that other song in. Mind the Swine would have worked out great for it. But it probably is right that they were only trying to find and fill the void of that sort of thing for it. So maybe it was that stuff. Reference to All You Need Is Love. Do 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 do. Beatles were great. Actually, do you all know that All You Need Is Love on the video has got Mick Jagger on there as well? Yeah. That was actually done live. I mean, apparently it was like a recorded song already. They did a track, but when you hear the version on the when you hear the version on the red and blue album, the red album, the blue album, it's actually live. It's a live version all the way through with the live fade on it. And one of the Beatles' most amazing songs that you can sing to is probably "Hey Jude," which was written for his son Julian Lennon when he was only a young little boy, and especially the thing, "Movement You Need Is on Your Shoulder," which is very, very poignant song. Make a 2 LP edition of it, and let the D side be etched. How can you make a two-sided LP of Queen 1? Oh yeah, which you could. Bonus tracks. 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. One main album. Possibly. By the way, Mark rang me up the other day. Mark is doing much better now. He's going for his operation this week. Our plans to film the Queen stuff is on hold until further notice, until he gets better. But he's doing alright. Doing alright. It's cool. So did anybody notice Mark Martell singing "Doing Alright" on the film? I did. Perfect job for it. Mark Martell's got an album coming out actually of his original material. The Thunder something. The Thunderstorm and whatever it's called. Went on that album for quite a while. Pretty successful that actually. Can't wait. I would love to hear his voice. I'd love to hear some of his original material. So cool. Let's see. A side and B side standard album plus Mad the Swine. C Jesus. D side etching of the Queen crest. Can't do that. It's a waste of vinyl. What, a 45 version of touring single of Jesus? Don't think so. Actually, play Jesus backwards. Mercury's voice is just like he's trying to be in the lap of the gods. Play it backwards. It's hilarious. Really weird. You're in touch with Mark Martell. I was not now. I followed his page, but I haven't messaged him. My father actually plays Radio Gaga very loud about his sound system. Tell him to put it on the vinyl version, the original '84 version on the vinyl editions. The sterling sound, phenomenal. Still sounds really good to this day. That vinyl version of the works, one of my proudest ever vinyls I've ever had. Sound quality is amazing. First time actually I've been recorded in America. Oh, Breakthrough was recorded in America. Hamlet Fall was recorded in Munich. And Radio Gaga was recorded in America as well. And Tear It Up was recorded in Musicland. Just What We Create was recorded in America. And the other ones, like Man the Prowl, was done in America as well, with Mike Mandel. It's nice to see to get popularity, then make it bigger, that an empire, and that's not like what I want for Queen. Yeah. 12 singles had the best quality. 12 singles are the best. You go back to the early versions of the UK pressings that came from Penthouse and Townhouse. Amazing qualities. And I do think that they had this niche where everything was good for it. Do you know which songs from Innuendo were recorded in London? Yes. Headlong. Well, let's start with Montreux. Let's start with Montreux first. Obviously, The Show Must Go On and Innuendo were recorded over in thingy. Delilah was recorded in London. Headlong was recorded in London. I Can't Live With You was recorded in Montreux. I'm Going Slightly Mad was done in London. Well, we filmed the video obviously. And the rest of the songs recorded in Montreal. Oh, and Oh God's People was not recorded for. Actually, it's weird. That song was not actually recorded as a Queen song. It was recorded to go in Barcelona, but they took the Barcelona track and decided that they would just give Mercury the whole credit to actually do it. That's why there's no Queen involvement in that song. There's no guitar in that either. All God's People is a bit. It should have really fit at the end of Barcelona, but obviously they took Montserrat vocals off it, and they just thought, "Nah, let's do it that way." That's it, really. And actually, it was recorded at the same time when Mercury was doing the 89 sessions for thingy. This was in London at the time as well, with Mike Moran, and some of those songs were, in my opinion, are Queen's best work. Miracle, Innuendo, some of their best recordings they've ever done. Which I Can't Live Without You, which is the most amazing singing on that, is incredible. When they redid it in London, when they redid it in 1996, they made it more harder and more rocky, which is cool. It's good. Wouldn't mind. Like, I would like to hear what? Wouldn't mind. I would like to hear the Montsy version of All God's People. That's in the Queen vault somewhere. I used to think Freddie had a voice techniques to sounding like a parrot, like the shipwreck in Shipwreck in the Miracle album. Oh, the Khashoggi ship. Well, that's an interesting story. That was not actually that track. Was abruptly, after the party comes on, was abruptly started with the track on it, and actually didn't have a drum beat. It had the drum fills in, but because they just felt that it was just good to do the very beginning of the album, they just thought, well, let's just stick it in from Who Said When My Party Was Over, which kind of works better for the song anyway from it. There's a version actually kicking around that does. I got the full drums in it, which you can just find easy on YouTube. Rain Must Fall. That's an alright song, that actually. Rain Must Fall. I know it's a Deacon song. Rain Must Fall is kind of. I don't know how to describe that actually. Deacon's good song, that from Deacon. Really like that. Like it. My favourite track for the Miracle is Khashoggi Ship. Khashoggi Ship's brilliant. I do like the. I think I like the. Actually, that was recorded the same time as Stealing was done. Stealing should have been on the album, but it's like 12 minutes long. Originally, it's 12 minutes long. If you hear the 12-minute version on YouTube, it's very long. It was actually a jam. It was actually a Led Zeppelin. It was actually Jimmy Page that. Stealing was brilliant. Actually, the fast part was great. Actually, Mercury's on fire on that song as well in the very middle of it. And that was actually done live in the studio. And it tells me, but it's been edited, obviously, been chopped out. You can tell it's been edited really cleverly. But from my point of view, it's just that anyway. There's another song. There's another version of that song where Freddie's vocals sound very strange, like singing in a vocoder or something. Which one? I don't know if it's these. Oh, Montserrat Caballé's version of that song. Maybe. Might work out good for it. Yeah, there is another version of that somewhere. If you hear the version of Going Slightly Mad, it's weird. Oh, Rain Must Fall. Yeah, I've heard that version. It's just enough. I can see it in your stars. It's a bit weird. Did you get that there was a longer version of Khashoggi Ship? Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's not actually a version not fan made. It actually goes with the drums. It goes straight to the drums and goes straight into the guitar, then Mercury's voice. Full version of that on YouTube. I think David R. Fuller's got that actually. It's good. The video kicks ass. What? Scandal. Scandal is Scandal's a bit okay. I watched that the other night actually, and I think Mercury was suffering a bit with it. He got by it. He had the balls to do it though, for his thing. Actually, did it with actually, it was around the time when his good friend Liza Minnelli, she had, I think he had the idea to do a Liza Minnelli sort of thing and do like that fly in the sky and everything else, because Liza was a good friend of hers as well. Hijack My Heart doesn't sound nothing like a Queen song, but again, what does sound like Queen? Well, Hijack My Heart is not really a Queen song. It's a Roger Taylor song. It should have been left for a Cross album actually. I think that's where it came from actually. The Cross sections, the Cross project. It should have been written for the Cross, to be honest. But yeah. And I like the Cross stuff, it's good. I like the second album better. The first album's just so bland, just not worth my effort and energy to do it. But go back to the albums of Queen stuff, it's decent. That's a big question. That's what do you mean? Oh, the longer version of Khashoggi Ship. If you type it on YouTube, just type in Khashoggi Ship beginning or long version. Because there is a version that had the drums in it. It goes straight from the drums again, the guitar, then the bass, and then it goes straight to Mercury's "Who Said That My Body Was All Over." It was actually written about his sister, because she had actually access. That was actually the ship that she owned before it was sold. Which, to this day, is, I don't know if that ship is still in Montreal or not. I don't know. If you look at the Magic Years one, it's actually his ship, because he bought it. It was quite a lot of money. What makes Queen so great is that they have done so many music genres over the years, apart from Freddie's voice, of course. Scandal was done in one take, according to Brian May, in the track with a vocoder on it. Probably is. It's actually got Mary Austin on the video as well. If you never ever knew that, Mary Austin's on the Scandal video, where she's zoomed thing on it. Only time you get to see her on that. And about time she was on camera as well. Scandal's one of them songs where you kind of have to think about it really carefully, and not to actually have, questions that need to be done with it. But they just needed to leave him alone, really, because he didn't want to part with anything and just go, oh well, he's going to express about what he feels now. What's all this stuff and all these tabloid rubbish things? I mean, it was technically wasn't about his health. It was about all the press. He was just writing about the fact that the press had just got him peed off with all the stuff that was not even true, and they just wanted to keep it hidden. But saying that, he said today the headlines, hard times, no one even knows the truth from the lies, and that was when the tabloids went stupid about it as well. It's ridiculous. So the tabloids should have left it alone, really, to be honest. But no, let's just get a picture in the news, in the Mirror. This is where he's coming out of the doctor's surgery. Don't do that. No way. Name five most underrated Queen songs. Good question. I'll go for, well, let's have a look. Let's see. It covers a lot. Underrated Queen songs. Would say White Man. Time with the Down. Somebody to Love. Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy. Actually, what came in here just said that Hitman. Hitman's brilliant. Hitman is really good. That's cool. That one wasn't even a single. I know. Bizarre, isn't it? Should have been. But Queen said no. Made for an album version of it, but not on single release of it. Never released as a single. Can't believe that. He says, which house would you say by the band is better? I like Rogers and hate to say Freddie's is the worst for having public outing for it. Garden Lodge is kind of now secretly private now with Mary Austin, who now owns the estate. I would say favourite house, obviously John lives in Leicester. John lives somewhere in London somewhere now. Roger lives in his, he used to live in, obviously, the mill, Cosford Mill. He sold that. And he's living somewhere in, because he sold the Cosford Mill. And he's now got his own studio called the Priory Studios, which he still, to this day, owns that. And about time. But the main thing about that is, it's made for people who want to make music and not to pay Roger anything. It's free actually to use that studio. And he said, I'm going to make music that people want to hear. Rock music's what we want to have. But he now lives in a nice house, and it's actually you've seen interviews with him in the previous ones where he's got his glasses on and everything, and that was actually in his own house. That was before Cosford Milk got done out for his thing. But he's got a nice wife and good kids and everything. You know, he's got a great thing and stuff. It's cool. Have you been to Logan Place? Once. I went with Mark, and it was really. It was very, very good. That's where we were supposed to have a Queen meet up that day, but we had to. We were there for 5 minutes, but we left because we were going to the record fair in London, at the Odeon in London, and the Olympic in London. It was brilliant. That was where I got all my vinyls from. That was amazing. It was the biggest record fair I've ever seen in my life. It's well worth it for the prices though for buying it. Well impressed. So yes, I have been there once. I think I was passing by on one of the London buses, and because I was going to Camden Market that time, and Camden Market is brilliant, great place. But London's a huge place to get around. I'm telling you, travelling's okay to it. Just being in certain areas you want to be in London, it's not like whoa. You've got to be careful. I'm not saying bad about London. I'm saying London is an amazing place, but it's bloody huge. So yeah. I mean, I like to go and visit ITV and Universal. I actually went to Universal's own. Actually, me and Mark, and I still have a picture of it somewhere on my Facebook page. Me and Mark were standing right outside Universal's headquarters offices, and we went past it and we said, "Look, there's a Universal." And he said, "Yeah, that's where it is." Looked up right, and there was a picture of Queen inside the glass, and I took a picture of it. It's actually on my Facebook page, and I actually uploaded it that day and said, "There is where we've been." Universal's big place. All the labels you can ever think of are there now. But you know now that they own nearly half of all the labels. Universal wants to try and make it more even and go like, there's Decca, there's EMI, there's thingy, blah 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 blah. All these bloody labels have got now, and it's like we own it all. It's our chain, you know. I mean, RCA used to run when RCA Records was just come back on. They had Arista Records was bought by the BMG Group. Then you had Arista was RCA was BMG obviously. Arista was bought by the RCA Group. Who else was bought by RCA? Mostly like all the Sony stuff went to like Columbia. I came back in Junction 1991. CBS was dropped out in the UK because they weren't allowed to use the Columbia label because that was in the American USA, and they couldn't use it in the UK because EMI still had control of that, and it's shame. let's have a look. I hate to say it, Tez, I don't think Roger would get far if he decided to go solo and never was in Queen. Roger's solo career is a bit weird now. It's not the same. He's not got the same singing ability. The rock's all gone. He wants to do contemporary music now, like love music and saxophones and Jeff Beck playing on scene. It's not true. Well, fair enough. And re-recording songs from his early career from 1988, bringing it back out, like One Night Stand, which was never ever available. It was just like, oh no, we'll tell you what we'll do. Let's bring it out. Well, let's see. Let's get the people to hear it this time. Was he just? What he's doing? He just goes back and re-records it. It's just like, what's the point of that? Leave the original as it is. It's just really bizarre. But no, he should never. His early solo career is better, but these later ones are much of crap. I've been in Metropolis Studios, but didn't go inside as I was afraid of being kicked out. It was interesting to see famous front of the building. Oh yeah, Olympic Studios is. Metropolis Studios is to this day. I don't know if Queen actually owns it now, but it was owned by Nightjar Productions, which is Roger's own company, which he is still signed to actually. But as from that period, it's his own thing. Roger Taylor got a Pink Floyd solo. It's got a Pink Floyd solo vibe to him. Yeah, I know. Journey's End. Mark's got Journey's End now on 10-inch vinyl, and he said it's one of his weirdest songs ever written. I don't know what's making him go into that sort of idea though for us. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. He did that film. He did that song. Absolutely Everything. He was asked to do that. You know, and I thought, oh, why'd you sing on that song now? Nobody knew it was him, but they said, oh, he's singing on it. Absolutely Everything. The song was good. I mean, like I said, the Kerry Ellis stuff and Brian thing doesn't work for me at all. It just feels like it's kind of Kerry mulch, sick on your pillow. just trying to think she's actually trying to make it big and she isn't making it big. Fair enough, some people like her, but I don't, because the Brian thing doesn't work. It's kind of like, Brian, give it up, will you? Do something else. You want to see something that you would like to do. And you'll probably say, oh, I know what I'm going to do. That, instead of having Kerry Ellis to come inside, why don't I have someone else to do it that way? And just move it. Nah. Crap. Pat says, could you handle a Queen or Pink Floyd mixed mash if Freddie did sing a Pink Floyd song and David Rogers sang Queen? Well, interesting. If it was done, if you had the multi-tracks and, say for example, if they did Comfortably Numb, one of the best last ever Pink Floyd songs ever written in the world, Comfortably Numb would have to be there. Because I could hear Freddie singing that actually, and probably hear David singing Who Wants to Live Forever. Who wants to live forever? Could actually hear him singing that as well. Wheeling the tide, give it a ride. That will work out well. That, yeah. I mean, I think one of the best Pink Floyd songs that has ever, Pink Floyd sing a bicycle race. Want to ride my bicycle, want to ride my bike. Your head inside, give a ride. Head and toe, give it a moan. Yeah, just, I don't know. Want to ride my bicycle. Oh. Yeah. Heaven's gold, heaven was mine. Yeah. You making me live. It's only if Gilmore does it like, if he does that sort of thing. Make you smile. I do. I want to break free. The both got a song called "Show Must Go." Yes, I know they do. I do. They wrote it. Their version is. I should have gone. The show must go on. The show must go on. I know they did. And yeah. I was actually reading about Pink Floyd the other day about their out of court battle with the name, and I didn't actually know that they won the dispute between the label and the name and Roger, and in 1984 when they went to court, you know, obviously, like as I said before, like the name was given back to Gilmore, Waters, and no, Gilmore. What's his name? Drummer, guy. The three of them anyway were giving it back because they thought it was easy enough to keep the name anyway from it. Endless River. What is going on Endless River is the title track. Sorry, Louder Than Words. Love Louder Than Words. Love that song. One of the nicest songs to ever dedicate to Richard Wright. Nick Mason, that's his name. He's a good drummer. He's getting old for his age now, though. Good drummer. Best album of Pink Floyd is Metal. 22 minutes of pure brilliant music on that. Brilliant. Metal all the way through. Fabulous. It's a great album. Forget about the 5 songs in it, but the other songs, Metal is brilliant. Oh, Echoes is called. Well, you know what I mean. Right? Echoes or the best of Pink Floyd. What is it? The compilation album. Complete mix of it. Vinyl version is better. CD version is not good. It's good. Both Rogers are kept and rent swap. Yeah. Well, I kind of don't know where you're going with that question for some reason, but yeah. Pink Floyd for me, good band. Their early stuff is really brilliant. Arnold Lane is still one of the most classic songs ever written. With the backwards, with the tape machine speeding up on it. Arnold Lane I know it was banned, but the video was banned anyway. But it was my opinion, is fucking brilliant. I think I don't like when Sid went to his solo career. That's not good. Baby Lemonade's a weird song. He went through a weird patch that time anyway for me. One artist that I do have to say I really like, and I wish he was still here to this day, would be, oh, what's his name? One of the best artists I've ever experienced was Nick Drake. Ever heard of Nick Drake? Fabulous guy. Not with us anymore, but a good singer. Listen to that first album, September Sun. Good song. Really good. What's your opinion on Pink Floyd's Animals? Animals, right. I know I picked my nose. Animals, it's not a bad album. I'd say it's not a bad album. Not a bad album, really. Some good songs in it. Not my sort of album I like. I think probably Wish You Were Here and Dark Side of the Moon. I mean, Chris has always said to me, have you got Dark Side of the Moon on vinyl yet? No, I haven't. I'll be getting it on vinyl. I'm not getting the new master of it. I'm getting the original master of it. I'm not getting that reissue. No way. The reissue is absolutely dreadful. We went back in and did like a 5.1 channel surround sound mix with quadraphonic mix as well. It's like, just stick with the 1994 version instead. It's easy. But stick with the original vinyl release of it, which is quite expensive to buy, but you can buy budget versions for about a cheap price anyway. But it's good. Best song on that would be The Great Gig in the Sky. Hands down. Fucking good. Too bad Queen didn't do very long songs as Pink Floyd, apart from It's Late and track 13. It's Late was 6:36, and track 13 is on for 18 to 20 minutes, which is the unnamed track. Yeah, I do think that track 13 is just like, it's just basically, it's just it's a track done by Dave Richards in the studio, actually, all on his own admission to use part of Freddie's voice in it. Yeah, that actually came out on vinyl as well, that version. It's good. I like the song Wouldn't It Be Nice. I like the song Wouldn't It Be Nice. It's playing on the TV ad. Oh, that's not the Beach Boys song. I have got Pet Sounds on download, actually. I like playing Pet Sounds. It's brilliant. I do like the Beach Boys. I didn't mind for their surfing music, but for their other songs like Lady Linda and all them, oh my god, that's how it got me into doing some writing, like the acoustic, like the Gothic album, which we've just done, and we've done like a song called Deliverance. If you've ever heard the Deliverance on YouTube, it is really, really fucking good. And even the new version of Break Me, we've done Break Me by Jade's album, guys. It's out next Monday. Yay! Next Monday, it's out on the road. It's out for you guys to purchase on Discogs next week. So do buy it. She's getting her photo shoot done up her house, actually. I think tonight or tomorrow she's going to try and get it done with the mum, because she needs to go and get it done soon, because I haven't got anything for the cover. It's Pink Floyd, isn't it? Wouldn't it be nice? Well, I know it's the Beach Boys. Or is it the other one we're talking about? I don't know. I do like David Gilmour's solo stuff. I like his tell you what song I do like is Cruise. I love that song to bits. Cruise, you're making me sing. Does it sting? And the everlasting. It's like someone was singing to a child singing that song. Well, Bob Ezrin actually produced most of the albums. And Pete Townshend's on Only Lovers oh, in Rain or something. Because Pete Townshend's on the album of over the guitar on about Face, it's called. It's a good album. Last album released by Harvest Records before it went bust. What do you think about Morrissey? Morrissey's a character and a half. Morrissey is a good singer. I like, actually, this is something else. I like the way when Morrissey decided to launch his career and use all the old labels from His Master's Voice and EMI and Ireland and all the old labels he used to use and he sing. That was his idea, that. I think one of Morrissey's good songs is let's say Panic. Panic DJ, Panic DJ. Because he's just been back on TV now. He's not new album he's come out with. It's alright. Do you have a hobby, Freddie? Yes, lots of sex. Well, you know, one thing at least is you've got some sort of ideas where Freddie would have been alive today and you would have said, oh, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to send some stuff over to them and do it that way. And you know, as it is. It's going to 7:45, guys, and I will have to leave the stream in about 10 minutes because I have a phone call to make. So we've got any more questions before we leave? Because I'm bursting for a wee. Not in a minute, but anyway. If you have more questions, guys, if you have no more questions, then we will end tonight's stream. I've got something to tell you guys. No more questions? Nope. Anybody else? Come on, one more question before I go. Make it a good one. And then I will tell you what's happening this week. Come on, one more question. Gaming Head's always got the questions. Plant Mixer's always got questions. Someone tell me a question. Tell me, is it right? Oh dear. I don't know. When will Victory with Michael Jackson come out? Good question. Actually, there is a cut of that on YouTube. State of Shock's in there as well with Michael Jackson. Victory was recorded with Freddie, and I think it's on YouTube. But it might come out with the unreleased takes that they're obviously getting together with it now. It might be possible with the David Bowie stuff and Michael Jackson things, the tapes and everything. We've also got to get Quincy Jones' permission to use it first from Quincy Jones. But it might come out with the unreleased stuff from the Freddie stuff. I hope it does anyway. So we'll see how that works out anyway from it. It's good. I'm still on the promo burger test. I'll see you next time. I'll see you on Saturday, mate, with an update. Sorry, something went wrong with Timo Hype. I've got that today as well on my computer. I don't know what's going on. Something bizarre happened on YouTube today, and I don't know what is going on, but it's bizarre. Very bizarre. YouTube's been playing up for a couple of days. I've noticed that, actually, which has been bizarre. Really, really weird. Right. So I'm going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Sorry to cut the stream short, but I've got to ring somebody in a minute, which is cool. So, guys, all I'm going to say is that we are going to still record the tracks that we did for the previous thing we did, and we're no longer going to issue that. But we're going to change the title to a new title. We have got a new artist coming in to do it, which I'm glad about, and we're still getting it out. That's all I'm going to say. So I'll be looking forward to working with her anyway on tomorrow, hopefully. If she can come here tomorrow, it'd be good. I can start getting her recorded in the tracks and do that as well, which is really brilliant. So that's it for me, guys, tonight. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys back here on Saturday afternoon with another Queensville event. Exciting things happening. You'll all know about it on Saturday. The full about it. Can't wait to tell you guys. Alright, guys, have a good night. I'll see you on Tuesday. See you on Saturday for another Queensville event. Until then, guys, have a good week. See you later. Bye.